Good morning. It's January 16, 2025, and it's a Thursday. Cloudy morning here in Waterbury. 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, I was thinking about the song Hey Jude by the Beatles. Makes me think of when I was in high school and I was a big fan of the Beatles. Today we're having a high of 29 degrees and a low of 14 degrees. But rest assured, we're going to see those beautiful blue skies and golden sunshine all along the way. David Lynch. Rest in peace.
I really wish I could say more about the guy, but I'm still an emerging David Lynch fan. Rest assured, everything that I've seen of his is fucking crazy. And I really just love how much of a fucking weirdo he is. For a long stretch, he was doing a weather report literally every single day in LA. Oh boy. Hello, Paris. Pretty much every single one of them was exactly the same. He would say, here in LA, weather is 15 degrees. Well, they wouldn't say that, but you know. And then he would give some sort of media recommendation, usually like a song or something. And I've been thinking about this song. And he was just great. And I watched every single one of them. My first exposure to David Lynch was mostly just like pop culture things. Like he would pop up on Family Guy from time to time. And then these clips would emerge of him doing like behind the scenes stuff. One of which was saying, who cares how long a fucking scene is? Then there's a clip of him in a car saying that he just had two cookies and a Coke, and that it was phenomenal. And then there's just him and his relationship with Kyle MacLachlan, who David Lynch would call Kale for some reason. Kale. Speaking of Kyle MacLachlan, the guy found the simplest joy in just the little things, it seemed. Like Kyle MacLachlan's character, Dale Cooper on Twin Peaks, he would... well, he loves coffee and pie and like the trees in Twin Peaks. He just like has these fascinations with them. And I think to me that's pretty much just David Lynch. The first piece of David Lynch media that I saw was Eraserhead, and I watched it with my buddy Cooper, and I don't remember anything about it. The thing feels like a fucking fever dream. I remember there's a baby, and that gets referenced in the comedy special Inside by Bo Burnham. Yeah, it's just a weird, bizarre movie. And weirdly enough, David Lynch has said that it's his most spiritual film. And when asked to elaborate on that, he just says, no. After that, I finally gave Twin Peaks a shot, which has been recommended to me by a ton of people. And I watched the first season in like a couple of days. It's a pretty short season. It's only 8 episodes. And it was great. I didn't want to keep watching because I wanted to watch the rest of it with Kira, my fiance. I watched it originally on streaming, but I was like, you know I'm going to love this. So I finally found this on sale. And I was like, you know what? That's finally worth it. The presentation of this Blu-ray set is very nice. The Blu-ray menu has like backgrounds of all the different settings of Twin Peaks and like different themes and stuff like that. You can also watch every episode with a Log Lady intro, which weren't made until the show was being re-aired on Bravo, I guess. But you can choose to watch it with the Log Lady intro or without it. And I didn't actually try it until like we were already starting on season 2, and I was like, oh, this is like awesome. It's just a monologue by the Log Lady, who's a character on Twin Peaks. The show aired in 1990 and it only had 2 seasons. I guess it was canceled, even though people really seemed to like it. I don't know, it was a different era, man. After the show was canceled, there was a prequel movie called Fire Walk with Me, which I obviously have not seen yet because I want to finish the show before I do this. Actually, I'm going to watch up to season 2 and then watch this, because after that, season 3 exists on Showtime with a limited series called The Return. And I've heard it's very good. I'm very excited to watch it. It sucks that I'm not going to be able to enjoy the rest of David Lynch's filmography without him being alive. because he's a kooky fucking guy. But I'm thankful that I have a pretty wide range of stuff to enjoy and to learn from and kind of just figure everything out. I also have Mulholland Drive on 4K from the Criterion Collection, which I also have not seen yet, but I have a feeling that we're probably going to be watching this pretty soon. And hopefully someday they will make a box set that isn't this fucking awful set of discs that are like legitimately stacked on top of each other. Like there's 2 discs here. What's the reason for that? See, discs are just sliding everywhere. Oh, it's awful. Honestly, that's my only complaint about this.